punks, motherfuckers that accuse me of motherfuckers that accuse me of hoaxing the evidence. Granted, I've had people look at it, and I don't know that I've ever anyone's put that stamp on me. Where do I get this idea that you can't handle the truth? Because it's true. And how do I know this? A couple of times during this journey, I have brushed up against the truth. And I couldn't handle it. And so there's no chance in hell that you could have handled it. Because I'm tougher than you, I'm stronger than you, I'm faster than you, I'm luckier than you. Because I'm tougher than you, I'm stronger than you, I'm faster than you, I'm luckier than you.
At least 2 more. There we go. Okay. So when you do that one, make sure you're looking at that camera because I can't see that one on this camera.
Okay.
When you do the ones over here, look at this camera.
Okay, right. So what I do is, I go like this. I'm going to make look at both of them or something like that. And then when I do this, I go,
Yeah. Okay.
I go,
Yeah. Okay.
I go,
Yeah. Okay.
And the shaman went on to explain that the exploitation of the Peruvian continent was done by none other than the Germans. And I'm like, what? Well, and when I went to school, they taught us that the Spaniards did it. The Spaniards conquered, North America, South America, and all this stuff, and whatever, did God, gold, and glory, and whether you think what they did was good, great, or somewhere in between, it was the Spanish that did it. That's what we're told. And he kept on going on and on about the Germans, blaming it on the Germans. I was like, wow, that's weird. I don't know why. I've got to guess, and that is just some basic marketing. He's every man in that room except for me and Brian had a Hispanic last name, and so are you going to sit there and blame the people with a Hispanic name, so blame the Spanish for some terrible, crime, and that's your customers, or are you going to blame the Germans? I'm going to blame the Germans, if that's what it comes down to, and that's what he did. They give you a pot to throw up in. I did throw up. Before we took the deal, I told Brian to tell that shaman that I have the strength of 10 men, and that I want to be dosed accordingly. And of course, the men there were surprised to hear me make that bold statement. And one man spoke in rapid fire Spanish to Brian, asking him, and Brian translated it. He wanted to know, if I have the strength of 10 men physically or mentally. And so I turned to the man and I told him and the whole entire group of people that I have the strength of 10 men, both physically and mentally and spiritually. And they were somewhat surprised by that remark. Anyway, the only reason I said that is just because I wanted the shaman to give me a massive dose of this stuff, and maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I didn't follow the rules by abstaining from meat, abstaining from sex, abstaining from cocaine and all this shit. You do a little bit of partying while you're down there. So what's the deal? Anyway, so did I dilute the effects of the ayahuasca journey or experience? Yeah, maybe I did, probably. Who cares? I had a profound experience. I had been having a cough when I went down there, and it was kind of a weird cough. About once an hour, I would just have this, just a one single cough, with like a deep cough, but people would hardly notice it because it would just literally be like one cough an hour, like maybe 20 coughs a day or something, but deep. It had been going on for a couple of months. I know I was getting concerned about that, but I only got reminded of it about once an hour. I did the Ayahuasca Ritual and stopped coughing immediately. That just went away. Also, I can tell you that both of my traveling companions noticed a difference in me and took it upon themselves to tell me each individually, and I'm sure that they did not confer with one another, that in their mind that I was much more calm than I used to be. So apparently, I changed a little bit while I was down there, but I don't have any memory of seeing ETs or Superman or anything like this. But yeah, it was a profound experience. And we may not be going back to Peru this summer, but we're right now planning a trip to Bolivia, which is next to Peru, and hope to see more interesting sights and sounds and meet more interesting people there. You kick ass. Thank you for tuning in to the show. We've got a new format in which the entertainment, or the star of the show is going to be the information. There's no more antics, no more stabbing stuff with a knife and all that stuff. It's everything's going to be much more laid back, and we're going to focus on the information because we've got a lot of information to tell you. There is in no certain means at all can I predict or even say that you can handle the information. As a matter of fact, a lot of this information you won't be able to handle. Okay? Does that piss you off? Okay, I don't care. Where do I get this idea that you can't handle the truth? Because it's true. And how do I know this? A couple of times during this journey, I have brushed up against the truth. And I couldn't handle it. And so there's no chance in hell that you could have handled it. Because I'm tougher than you, I'm stronger than you, I'm faster than you, I'm luckier than you. That's just it. So I've got to be the guardian, gatekeeper of this information. I'll give it to you in little baby bites in the way that I think that you can handle it. I'm not condescending you at all. I'm every man. I'm as low as the lowest janitor or beggar, and high as the highest a millionaire or whatever. All people are equal in ways, but not everybody's the same. And so I'm just here to share this information with you, and I'm going to try to do it in a respectful manner and a little bit, try to be entertaining about it as far as just the way it's delivered, and the experiences that we're having ongoing with this wild, fucking crazy world. Thanks for joining us. You fucking kick ass, all right?